Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. This is Anuta, the Crochet World, and if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please subscribe to my channel, like, share and comment on my videos. And today we're gonna do this beautiful tulip flower pattern. Here it is. It looks like this, and for this one I've used my 100% cotton yarn, and for this one I've used my this 3 mm of the hook. Here it is. So let's begin. So here it is. We will begin with our this leaf. So for that I'm just gonna have my this green color yarn. Now you can use any color you want. I'm gonna use this green color, and here I will have a slip knot. So we will begin with the slip knot in here. Here it is, and now we will chain up 2 here. So here it is, it's 1 and 2, chain up 2, and now we will turn our work. So just turn your work and we will go to the second chain from your this hook. So go to this last chain in here, and here we're gonna have a puff stitch, but for this puff stitch we will use 3 yarn overs. So for that, yarn over for 1 time and go to this last chain, insert your hook into this last chain here like this, and grab a yarn, pull up your loop. You're gonna have 3 loops in your hook, yarn over and insert your hook into this last chain again, and grab a yarn and yarn over for the 3rd time and insert your hook into that same chain and grab a yarn. So here it is. You're gonna have 3 yarn overs here, and you're gonna have 7 loops in your hook. So here it is. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. 7 loops in your hook. Now yarn over and pull your yarn through all 7 loops and chain 1. So here it is. Have this first puff stitch with 3 yarn overs. Now we will have another puff stitch, and this time we will yarn over for 4 times. So here it is. Just have your this chain 1 in here, and now yarn over for the first time, insert your hook into this chain 1 and pull up a loop. Yarn over for the second time, insert your hook into this chain 1 and pull up a loop. This is your second yarn over. Yarn over for the 3rd time and yarn over for the 4th time. Here it is, and now pull up a loop. Here it is, and now you're gonna have 9 loops in your hook. Now yarn over and pull your yarn through all 9 loops. Here it is, and chain 1. So simply just have a chain 1. So here for the first puff stitch we yarn over for 3 times. For the second puff stitch we will yarn over for 4 times, and now for the 3rd puff stitch we will yarn over for 6 times. So 3, 4 and 6. Now loosen up your work a little bit on your hook, and now yarn over for the first time, insert your hook into this chain 1 space and grab a yarn. So that's first yarn over, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. So here it is. We got over this 6 yarn overs here, and now yarn over and pull your yarn through all 13 loops. Here it is, and now have chain 1. So here it is. It looks like this, and now for the 4th puff stitch we will yarn over for 8 times. So here it is. Just loosen up your work in a little bit, and now yarn over for 8 times. So here it is. Yarn over for the first time, insert your hook into this chain 1 space and grab a yarn, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. So yarn over for 8 times here. Now yarn over and pull up your loop through all of your this 17 loops. So here you're going to have your 17 loops, and here it is. Just have a chain 1, and your work will look like this. So here for this first puff stitch have your this 3 yarn overs. For your second puff stitch have 4 yarn overs. For your this 3rd puff stitch have 6 yarn overs, and for your this 4th puff stitch have 8 yarn overs, and we have our this puff stitches. So now for our this 5th puff stitch we will again have a yarn over for 5 times. So here it is. Just loosen up your work and have 1 more puff stitch with 8 yarn overs. So here it is. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. And here it is. I again got my this 17 loops on my hook. Now yarn over and pull your yarn through all 17 loops. Here it is, and chain 1. So here for your this 4th and 5th puff stitches have 8 yarn overs, and now for your 6th puff stitch we will yarn over for 6 times. So here it is, just loosen up your work in here and yarn over for 6 times here. So here it is, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Here it is. Now you're gonna have 13 loops in your hook. Now yarn over and pull your yarn through all 13 loops. Here it is, and now chain 1. So here it is, it looks like this. And now for our next puff stitch, our 7th puff stitch, we will yarn over for 4 times. So I'm just gonna loosen up our work a little bit in here and we'll yarn over for 4 times. So here it is, it's 1, 2, 3 and 4. Here it is, I'm gonna have 9 loops in my hook. Yarn over and pull your yarn through all 9 loops and have your this chain 1. Here it is. And now for your last puff stitch, your 8th puff stitch, we will again yarn over for 3 times only. So here it is, just loosen up your work and yarn over for 3 times here. So here it is, it's 1, 2 and 3. Here it is, you're gonna have 7 loops in your hook. Now yarn over and pull your yarn through all 7 loops. Here it is, and have a chain 1. And here it is, your work will look like this. And now here just have a chain 1, and I will go to this first chain 1 in here, and I will have 2 single crochets here. So simply just have 1 chain 1 here and have 2 single crochets here. So just have 2 single crochets, this 1 and 2. Here it is. Now chain up 2 here, so it's 1 and 2. Chain up 2 and turn your work. So turn your work, and we will skip over this puff stitch, and we will go in between this 2 puff stitch, insert your hook into this space in here and grab your yarn and have 1 single crochet here like this. And now we will repeat over this pattern all the way on over this one side. So keep on having chain 2 and 1 single crochets. So after this 1 single crochet, chain up 2, 1 and 2, skip at this next puff stitch and go in between these 2 puff stitches, insert your hook, grab a yarn and have 1 single crochet. Again, chain up 2, 1 and 2, skip at this puff stitch, go in between these 2 puff stitches and have 1 single crochet. Here it is, go up to this end and I will meet you here. Here it is, I have my this another chain 2, and now I will insert my this hook in here and will have my this 1 single crochet here like this. And now here, so we are here on our this first chain 1, and here we will add another 2 single crochets. So we had our this 1 single crochet, now add another 2 single crochets here. So that's 1 and 2. So in total you got your this 3 single crochets here on your this curve. Now here again, chain up 2, 1 and 2, and now skip at this puff stitch, go to this next space in here and have 1 single crochet, chain up 2, and again go to this space in here and have 1 single crochet, again chain up 2 and go to this space and have 1 single crochet here. So have you this first 3 single crochets, that's 1, 2 and 3, have you this first 3 single crochets, and now we are here into this middle part. So here we will have 1 longer single crochet. So for that, here we will have chain 2, 1 and 2, and now I will not go into this space, but I will go to this space here. So just go down to this space and you're gonna find your this 1 single crochet here. So I'm just gonna insert my hook into this 1 single crochet here. This is my middle single crochet, and here I will just have my hook like this and will grab my yarn from the back, and here I'm just gonna level up my this yarn in here. Here it looks like this, and have a single crochet here just like this here. Now again, chain up 2, 1 and 2, go in between these 2 puff stitches and have 1 single crochet, chain up 2, 1 and 2, go in between this next 2 puff stitches and have 1 single crochet here. Again chain up 2, 1 and 2, and have this single crochet here in between these 2 puff stitches, and again chain up 2. Now here we already had our this first 2 single crochets, so we will again insert our hook into the same stitch, into the same chain, and we'll grab the yarn and we'll have 1 single crochet only. And now insert your hook into this first single crochet here like this, grab a yarn and have 1 slip stitch, and here it looks like this. And now we will cut our yarn, so simply just have a longer tail because we are going to attach our this leaf with our tulip flower. So here it is. I'm just going to have a longer yarn in here, and we'll cut my yarn and I will secure my this last stitch. And now we will start making our flower. So for that, just have your this yarn and we will start with a magic circle. So just have your yarn around your fingers here like this, and grab your yarn here, and now chain 1. Now this chain 1 is not a stitch. I made this chain 1 only to secure my this magic circle. Now here for our round number 1, we will have 6 single crochets into our this magic circle. So here it is. Just insert your hook into this magic circle here and grab your yarn, and you're going to have 2 loops in your hook, yarn over and pull your yarn through 2 loops. This is our first single crochet, and here we're going to have 6 single crochets. So have your the second single crochet, 3, 4, 5 and 6. So here it is. We got over the 6 single crochets here, and now I'm just gonna pull my this yarn and we'll close my this circle here. So here it is. For round number 1, we're gonna have our this 6 single crochets, and now here I will insert my hook into my this first stitch. So this is my first stitch, and we'll insert my hook into my this first stitch here like this, and we'll grab the yarn. I'm going to have 2 loops on my hook, yarn over and pull your yarn through 2 loop, and that's going to be your first single crochet of your round number 2. And now have your this stitch marker here, so that you will remember that this is your first stitch of your round number 2. Now here for this round number 2, we will have 2 single crochets into each stitch from our this previous round. So here it is. This is our first single crochet. Insert your hook into the same stitch, into this first stitch, and grab a yarn and have this second single crochet. Go to this next stitch, and here again we will have 2 single crochets. So here it is. It's 1 and 2. Again, go to this next stitch and have 2 single crochets. Keep on having 2 single crochets into each stitch, and by the end of this round number 2, we will have 12 single crochets here. So here it is. I got my this 8 single crochets. I'm here on the stitch number 5, and I will add another 2 single crochets here. So that's gonna make my 10 single crochets, and here it is. This is my last stitch, and here again I'm gonna have 2 single crochets, and that will make my this 12 single crochets here like this. And now for round number 3, I will take out my this stitch marker here, and I will insert my hook into my this first stitch here, and we'll grab the yarn and we'll have 1 single crochet straight away, and have the stitch marker on this first stitch of your this round number 3. Now here on your this first stitch, have this 1 single crochet, go to this next stitch, and here into the second stitch we will have 2 single crochets into this 1 stitch. So here it is. It's 1 and 2. Again we will go to this next stitch, and here we will have only 1 single crochet. Go to this next stitch and have 2 single crochets into this 1 stitch. So it's 1 and 2. So here it is. Keep on having 1 single crochet, then 2 single crochet, 1 single crochet, then 2 single crochets. Keep on repeating this pattern for this round number 3, and by the end of this round number 3, we will have 18 single crochets, and I will meet you at the end. And here it is. I got my this 18 single crochets by the end of my this round number 3, and now I will take out my this stitch marker, and here for round number 4, I will insert my hook into my this first stitch. So insert your hook into this first stitch, grab a yarn and have your 1 single crochet here, and here we will have stitch marker because this is our first stitch of our round number 4, and here for this next stitch we will have 2 single crochets into this 1 stitch. So insert your hook into this next stitch, into the second stitch, grab a yarn and have 2 single crochets here. It's 1 and 2, and now go to this next stitch, into this third stitch, and here we will have only 1 single crochet. Here it is, just like this. And now we will repeat over this pattern all the way around on this round number 4. So again, go to this next stitch and have 1 single crochet only. Go to this next stitch and have 2 single crochets into this one stitch. It's 1 and 2, and go to this next stitch and have 1 single crochet only. Here it is. Now repeat this pattern, 1 single crochet, then 2 single crochets, and then 1 single crochet. Again 1 single crochet, then 2 single crochets, and then 1 single crochet only. Keep on repeating this pattern all the way around on your this round number 4, and by the end we're going to have our 24 single crochets, and I will meet you at the end. And here it is. I got my this 24 single crochets here by the end of my this round number 4. And now for our round number 5, we will have 1 single crochet into each stitch. So here it is. I will just go to this first stitch of my round number 4 and will grab the yarn and will have my this first single crochet of my round number 5. So here it is. Have your this stitch marker back on, and now keep on having 1 single crochet into each stitch for your this round number 5. So here it is, and by the end of this round number 5, we will have 24 single crochets. So here it is. We got over this first single crochet, go to this next stitch and have 1 single crochet, go to this next stitch and have 1 single crochet. Keep on having 1 single crochet into each stitch from your previous round, and I will meet you at the end of this round number 5. Here it is. And here it is. By the end of this round number 5, I got my this 24 single crochets, and now we will repeat over this round number 5 until our round number 12. So here it is. For again our round number 6, we will have 1 single crochet into each stitch, and do not forget to have the stitch marker on every first stitch so that you will remember that which round you have been working on and which is your first stitch. So this is our first stitch of our round number 6, and we will repeat our round number 5 here. So we will have 1 single crochet into each stitch, and we will repeat our round number 5 until our round number 12. 1, 2. So just keep on repeating your round number 5 until your round number 12, and I will meet you after my round number 12. 1, 2. And remember, each round will have 24 single crochets. Here it is. And here it is. After my round number 12, I'm here and I got my this 24 single crochets, and now I will cut my yarn. So I'm just going to have a little longer tail here, just like this, and secure your this last stitch. You can remove your this stitch marker. We don't need it anymore, and just keep it aside. And now have the same yarn, and we will chain up 30 here, 3 0. So simply just have your this slip knot here, and now chain up 30 here, 3 0. So here it is. It's 1 2 3 4 28 29 and 30. So here it is. Just have this 30 chains here and cut your yarn. Here it is, and simply secure this last chain, and now we will assemble everything together. So here it is. This is our flower, and here I'm just going to insert my this hook from inside here, and I will attach my this loop here because we're going to create our loop in here. So simply just have your this loop here. Here it is. You can have a knot in here to secure this chains. So here it is. These are my chains, and I will simply have a knot. Remember, this is my back side. This is the front side. My loop is here. So here it is. Just have a knot in here and secure this loop. So here it is. Just have this all loose ends in, and here we have attached our this loop in here. Leave this tail as well, and now we will attach our this leaves first. So here it is. Simply just gonna have my this hook in here, and I will insert my hook into this middle here like this, and will grab my this loop from here. Here like this, and now we will attach our this leaves with our this flower. So here it is. I'm just gonna attach here in like this. So while attaching it, just make sure that your this leaf is a little bit down to your this flower. So here it is. I will go to this row number 3 from the top. So it's 1 2 and 3. So I will attach my this leaf here on this row number 3 or between row number 2 and 3 here, somewhere like this. Similarly, I will go on this side as well and I will do the same. So it's 1 and 2, and you can have your this leaf on this 3rd row or in between these 2 and 3 rows here like this. Here simply have your this needle and insert your this needle here like this, and now here we will attach our this leaf. So I'm just going to turn my work in here. This is the inside, this is the outside, and simply insert your needle like this. So here if you can see, I have taken my this leaf as well, and there is a flower layer and a leaf layer here inside my this needle. But if you will look at the back, you will not see any of your this needle here. So here we are not going to have any stitch. So we will attach this two together, but we will not show up our stitch in here like this. Simply just attach your this two together like this. Now keep on attaching this and keep on going all the way here until your this last puff stitch, and I will meet you after that. So here it is again. Simply just insert your needle like this, taking both the layers here. So I have my this flower and my this leaf layer here, taking both the layers here. Just make sure your needle is not coming out into the front, and simply just sew them together here like this. Go all the way around and I will meet you after that. Here it is. It is like this, and I'm here inside. Just turn your work and have your a little knot here just to secure over this yarn. Here it is. Secure this yarn and turn your work here like this. Hide all of your this ends inside here, and now we will have our this soft toy filling in here. So just have your this soft toy filling and insert it into this flower here. So here it is. Our work looks like this here on both the sides, and now we will attach our this flower. So for that we're going to need a needle here. So here it is. Just have your needle, and this is our last stitch. So here I will just attach this two sides here like this. Now go into the middle stitch here. I'm not going to count the stitches here, but it's completely all right because you can have your the stitches here like this, round them up, and here like this. Now fold these two sides, here it is, and go randomly into the middle stitch here, and we'll attach our these two sides together like this. Here it is. Just here this flower, and have a little knot here to secure your this yarn and hide your this end in. So here it is. I'm just gonna have a little knot to secure my this yarn here, and now hide your this end inside here like this. And here it is. Our little tulip flower is ready. You can hang it like this on your bag, or you can have it as your keychain or a keyring. Here it is. It looks like this. It is very nice, simple and easy pattern here. And I hope you have liked my today's tutorial. If you have liked, please like, share and comment on my videos, and please subscribe to my channel, and I will see you into the next video. Till then, bye.